Whoop, whoop. What's up, Bearcats? We're here. We're hanging. We're chilling. It's Sunday night. It's the end of the weekend. Hold on one sec. Getting my stuff ready to go here. Apologies, guys. It has been a long, rough day. But we're here. We're hanging. We're chilling. It's HMG After Dark. Make sure you sign your NDA before you come in, pal. Whoop, whoop. Let's see. We got Lab Rat. Yeet, yeet, pal. How you doing? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. So, yeah, tonight is the movie that to me made me a fan of Tim Curry. Clue. An all-star ensemble cast. Hilarious movie. And we can see it free on YouTube. That's where we'll be watching it tonight. So let's go ahead and hit play, pal. Paramount. It's a lot of speculation, but we don't know, pal. What's up, Gam? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop, yeet, yeet. Yeah, so back in the day when this movie first came out, it shot 3 different endings, and each theater got a different ending, which I thought was like very unique and cool gimmick. Let me rewind a little bit and as a list off this cast. We are at 25 seconds, 30 seconds, starting in alphabetical order. Eileen Brennan, Tim Curry, Madeline Kahn, Christopher Lloyd, Michael McCain. That's another heavy hitter. Martin Mull. Damn, pal. Leslie Ann Warren. Also starring Colleen Camp. Dude, am I smelling HMG Clue, pal? Dude, HMG Clue should absolutely be a thing. What's up, Jay Hall? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Happy Sunday. Hope you had a great weekend. Always good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we're going old school with this one, man. Dude, I think they actually made a Simpsons Clue. I don't remember. Dude, if you guys have never seen this one before, it is a treat. It is free on YouTube. Watch along with us. We are at the 2-minute and 20-second mark. We got Tim Curry pulling up to the front door of a huge ass mansion. Okay, I thought so because I'm pretty sure I had seen it before. Like, this is one of like the great underrated comedies. Yeah, give that chickie parm, pal. Whoop, whoop. It's that shake, rattle, and roll. Yeah, that song plays multiple times throughout the movie. Yeah, so this takes place in 1954 in the New England region.
Is everything ready? Monsieur. You have your instructions.
Been good, man. All things considered. Let's just say there is a personal thing that me and my family have kind of accepted is happening and is going to happen, and when it does happen, I'll share it when it does happen. Yeah, I love the gimmick how they explain the characters' names of like Colonel Mustard, Professor Plum. Like these are aliases to prevent them from everybody from figuring out each other's real names. Like that's a good creative way to get around that.
Suspected. Do you know who I am? No, it's what we know as Mrs. White. Yes, it said so in the letter. But why?
Yeah, but then obvious gimmick, the woman who's labeled as or her alias is Mrs. White, she wears all black. Like she looks like she's at a funeral. Oh, Colonel Mustard and Mrs. White know each other. Uh-oh, pal. Yeah, it does get to the comedy later, but they do like establish like okay, the scenario like they spend quite a bit establishing like the scenario and what's going on before we get to the comedy. Man, that's pretty good, pal.
Hill House, off Route 41. Wait a minute, let me look at that. That's where I'm going. I got a letter like
We got Christopher Lloyd, pal.
check that dinner will be ready as soon as all the guests have arrived.
Mrs. Peacock's here. To be fair, though, it's very important they like set this foundation, lay everything out because that's what makes the entire movie make sense later on. Like if you did not have this foundation laid out, everything explained, what's going on, the plot, the synopsis, like nothing later on would make sense. Haunted Honeymoon, never saw that one. Yeah, for real. Like they spend quite a bit of time laying the foundation and explaining who these people are and why they're there. Like Professor Plum, played by Christopher Lloyd, obviously is a gentleman because he's making sure that Miss Scarlet is being escorted, from the car to the building with an umbrella. Of course, then grabs her ass.
Professor Plum and Miss Scarlet.
This is another movie that would not fly today. It absolutely would not fly today.
Of course, since you've each been addressed by a pseudonym, you'll have realized that nobody here is being addressed by their real name.
And also swerves in the story too. Like real good swerves. Oh, dude, bro. Yeah, Gene Wilder and Dom DeLuise, bro. Yeah, man.
The butler is head of the kitchen and dining room. I keep everything tidy. That's all. Well, what's all this about, butler? This dinner party. That's not the reason why. Ours want to do and die. Die. Merely quoting, sir, from Alfred Lord Tennyson. I prefer Kipling myself. The female of the species is more deadly than the male. You like Kipling, Miss? I'll eat any. Shark fin soup, madame. So is this for our host? No, sir, for the seventh guest, Mr. Boddy. I thought Mr. Boddy was our host. So who is our host, Mr. Watson? Oh, I'm going to start while it's still hot. Oh, now shouldn't we wait the other guests? Oh, something warm for you have a mind here.
And I haven't seen this movie in decades either, but man, looking at it again as an adult, like, dude, the writing was fantastic in this. Like, there's a very clearly established beginning, middle, and end. Like, they're setting the foundation, they're setting the table. They're introducing the characters, or like introducing the plot, what's going on. And it's like, oh shit. Yeah, Colleen Camp was very nice to look at as Yvette. And she was also in Wayne's World. She was she was the wife of the arcade owner.
Yes, it's an integral part of your life when you are the wife of a... God, we're not supposed to say who we really are, though. That's it. Don't you? Tell us? How do you know? I work in Washington, too. Washington. So you're a politician's wife? Yes, I am. Well, come on. It's your husband. So what does your husband do? Nothing. Well, he just lies around on his back all day. Afraid I'm a little bit accidental.
Wow, like they're like, now we're seeing like things start to escalate. Like, shit, tell me more. Let's keep going. And then they just like, swerve you like, hey, this just happened.
favorite recipe. I know, madam. So, what do you do in Washington, D.C.?
Dude, they dropped so many breadcrumbs in this. Like they're like that line of where she said, "This is one of my favorite meals," and then Wadsworth says, "I know, madam." That gets paid off later. That would be awesome. Like a Clue Wrestle House. Gimme, pal.
Another politician. Jesus. No, I work for a branch of, WHO, the World Health Organization. Well, what is your area of special concern? Family planning. What about you, Colonel? Are you a real colonel? I am, sir. You're not going to mention the coincidence that you also live in Washington, D.C.? How did you know that? Have we met before? I've certainly seen you before, although you may not have seen me. So, Miss Scarlett, does this mean that you live in Washington, too? Sure do. But does anyone here not live in Washington, D.C.? Yes, but you work for the United Nations. That's a government job. And the rest of us all live in a government town. Anyone here not earn their living from the government one way or another? Well, where's our host and why have we been brought here?
Dude, dude, the way they're heightening, and exploring. And all of a sudden, as soon as people start figuring stuff out, monkey wrench, you go on to the next thing. Oh, yeah, it's true. I forgot about that.
What are they all doing? Dinner. Do sit down, Mr. Body.
Ooh, here's where it starts getting good. Mr. Body's here, pal. Played by punk rock musician Lee Ving.
Manager says it will be to your advantage to be present on this date because a Mr. Body will bring to an end a certain long-standing, confidential, and painful financial liability. It is signed a friend. I received a similar letter. So did we, didn't we? I also received a letter. No thanks, Beth. I just think. Now, how did you know her name? We know each other. Tell me. Forgive my curiosity, Mr. Body, but did your letter say the same thing? No. I see. Can I interest in you in fruit or dessert?
The plot thickens, pal. Hey, what's up, Nelson? We are watching it on YouTube. They got it up there for free. Let me go check the timestamp. We are at the 17-minute and hang on, 20-second mark. We find out that we're starting to figure out all these people have connections with each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm instructed to explain to you what you all have in common with each other. Unless you would care to do the honors, Mr. Body? Why me? They know who I am? I don't think so. You've never identified yourself to them, I believe. It's a hoax. I suggest we all leave. I'm sorry, sir. You cannot leave this house. No? Who's going to stop? All the windows have bars. All the doors are locked. This is an outrage. You can hold us prisoner.
What's up, Colin? Good to see you, pal. Dude, Tim Curry. Tim Curry, fucking, he is the man in this movie, pal. Oh, dude, this era was fantastic. Dude, for real, man. Like you can't. You'd be hard pressed to find a Tim Curry performance that didn't hit the mark. It was a whoop whoop in the ring with the yeet, pal.
Anybody else wish to deny it? Very well. As everyone here is in the same boat, there's no harm in my revealing some details, and my instructions are to do so. Thank you, Yvette.
Dude, for real, same. Like I watched the movie first, then I played the game. It's like, oh shit, they even included the secret passages in the movie.
Professor Plum, you were once a professor of psychiatry, specializing in helping paranoid and homicidal lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur. Yes, and now I work for the United Nations. So your work has not changed. But you don't practice medicine at the UN.
Nice.
This has been lifted, correct?
Why? What did he do?
You know what doctors aren't allowed to do with their lady patients?
Yeah.
Well, he did.
Oh, how disgusting.
Are you making moral judgments, Mrs. Peacock? How then do you justify taking bribes in return for delivering your husband, Senator Peacock's vote to certain lobbyists?
My husband is a paid consultant. There is nothing wrong with that.
Not if it's publicly declared, perhaps. But if the payment is delivered by slipping used greenbacks in plain envelopes under the door of the men's room, how would you describe that transaction?
I'd say it stinks. How would you know? What were you in that bedroom?
So it's true.
No, it's a vicious lie.
I'm sure we're all glad to hear that. But you've been paying blackmail for over a year now to keep that story out of the papers.
Dude, yes, I remember that. That was my jam back in the day. Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Dude, Tim Curry was fucking awesome as Kilo Khan in that. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Matthew Lawrence, he was Servo.
So how did you know Colonel Mustard works in Washington? Is he one of your clients? Certainly not. I was asking Miss Scarlett. Well, you tell him it's not true.
It's not true.
Is that true?
It's not true.
So it's true. Double negative. Double negative. You mean you... That sounds like a confession to me. In fact, the double negative has led to proof positive. I'm afraid you gave yourself away. Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests? Don't need any help from me, sir. That's right.
Wow, dude, like the way they're developed, like, dude, like this is a roller coaster, pal. Like, dude, and you got all these fantastic actors and actresses in it pulling it off too.
Shall we say mysterious circumstances?
Why is that funny? See, that's why he was lying on his back. I didn't kill him.
Then why are you paying the blackmailer?
I don't want a scandal, do I? We had a very humiliating public confrontation. He was deranged. Lunatic. He didn't actually seem to like me very much. He had threatened to kill me in public.
I know, right? Great dialogue and great actors to pull it off.
Final word on that? Being killed is pretty final, wouldn't you say?
And yet he was the one who died, not you, Mrs. White, not you.
What did he do for a living? He was a scientist. Nuclear physics. What was he like? He was always rather stupidly optimistic. I'm afraid it came as a great shock to him when he died, but he was found dead at home. His head had been cut off. So had his, you know.
And they found him at home. He had his head cut off as well. It says, you know, cut to a shot of all the male men crossing their legs. What's up, Revamped? Good to see you, pal. Yeet, yeet. Hope you're having a great weekend, pal. Always a pleasure to see you.
I work for the State Department, and I'm a homosexual. I feel no personal shame or guilt about this, but I must keep it a secret or I will lose my job on security grounds.
Yeah, this movie would have never fly today. You got a guy who's working for the State Department hiding the fact that he's gay and being blackmailed on it. Yep.
It's your list.
His secret? Oh, hadn't you guessed? He's the one who's blackmailing you.
Dude, yeah, it's such great actors in this. And then Mr. Body is the one who's the one blackmailing all the people.
Blackmail depends on secrecy. You've all admitted how he's been able to blackmail you. All you have to do is tell the police you'll be convicted and your troubles will be over. It's not so easy. You'll never tell the police. Then I shall. I have evidence in my possession, and this conversation is being technical. A point of order, tape recording technology. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit! This is that whole thing's being tape recorded with Yvette being the one listening in the billiard room. We'll see at the end, pal. We will see at the end. Swerve, bro. It is the Clue from 1985, pal. Whoop, whoop.
You know we were meeting you tonight. Did you know you were meeting us? What were you told tonight?
Merely all meeting to discuss our little financial arrangements. And if I did not appear, Wadsworth would be informing the police about it all. Naturally, I could resist.
What's my timestamp? Let's see. We are at 25:40, pal. Mr. Body has just given his 6 blackmail victims their weapons.
Candlestick. What's this for?
On YouTube. Yeah, for real. It's actually free on YouTube. Oh, dude, hop on, pal. Let's see, where are we at? Yeah, hop on. We were at 26:30 mark. Everybody's unwrapping their packages and finding their weapons.
In your hands, you each have a lethal weapon. If you denounce me, you will also be exposed. I'll see to that.
Give me the candlestick, pal.
If one of you kills Wadsworth now, no one but the 7 of us will know. He has the key to the front door, which he said would only be opened over his dead body. I suggest we take him up on that offer. The only way to avoid finding yourselves on the front pages is for one of you to kill Wadsworth. Now. He's dead. I did.
You shot him.
I didn't.
Yep, Christopher Lloyd. Dude, one of the best of all time, man. Oh wait, hang on. Am I getting this right? No, that was Tim Curry. Yeah, Tim Curry. My bad. Why was I thinking Back to the Future? Yeah, dude, like, yeah, it takes more than one watch to like catch all of the all the little hints and breadcrumbs and Easter eggs they throw in there. Yes, sir, pal. Dude, I love Tim Curry. He's such a fantastic actor. Timestamp, let's see. We are at 29. Sorry, hang on. I accidentally fucked it up. 29:10. 29:10.
Unless she dies too.
Now more screams. Now that we got the foundation established, now we're getting into the meat and potatoes and the comedy of the movie.
You're alive.
Nothing to you.
What do you mean?
You knocked me up with the mouth, you idiot. So the murderer is in this room. Mais oui. Where? Here. We are all looking at him. He's witnessed one thing in the study. One of you is the killer.
How did you know he said that?
I was reasoning. But why were you screaming in here all by yourself? Because I'm frightened, me too. I also drink the cognac. Mon Dieu. I can't stay in here by myself. I'm back.
Numbers, my dear.
Martin Mull. Get me made the hot, pal. That's an important thing to remember. Tim Curry grabs the tape recording of the conversation that took place in the study. Gotta love split screens, pal.
In fact, I read the letters. It was all my idea.
Wait a minute. Why did you invite us here to meet your maid employer? Were you assisting him to blackmail us?
Certainly not.
I think you had better explain.
Please sit down, everyone.
Dude, I gotta give the writers of this credit. Like, they at least spend the first part of the movie like laying the foundation, laying the story out, and then after that, everything makes sense.
When I said that Mr. Body's butler, this was both true and misleading. I was once his butler, but it was not his untimely death this evening that brought my employment.
I got you, pal. Whoop whoop.
When my into her life, she too was being blackmailed by this odious man who now lies dead before us. He hated my wife for the same reason that he hated all of you. He believed that you were all thoroughly un-American. Sorry. For some reason, he felt that it was inappropriate for a senator to have a corrupt wife, for a doctor to take advantage of his patients, for a wife to emasculate her husband, and so forth. But this is ridiculous. If he was such a patriotic American, why didn't he just report us to the authorities? He decided to put his information to good use and make a little money out of it. What could be more American than that? And what was your role in all this? I was a victim too. At least my wife was. She had friends who were socialists. Well, mistakes. But Mr. Body threatened to give my wife's name to the House Un-American Activities Committee unless she named them. She refused, and so he blackmailed her. We had no money, and the price of his silence was that we worked with him for nothing. We were slaves. Well, to make a long story short,
Running gag on that one.
I created a sense of injustice in me. I resolved to put Mr. Body behind bars. It seemed to me the best way to do it, and to free all of you from the same burden of blackmail, was to get everyone face to face, confront Mr. Body with his crimes, and then turn him over to the police. Oh,
So basically, the entire thing. So what we're being told is the entire thing was set up by Wadsworth because he was Mr. Body's butler, and he drove his wife to suicide. So basically, his way of getting revenge on Mr. Body is bringing all of his, victims together to try to put him behind bars.
One of us. Who else could it have been? Who else is in the house? Only the cook.
Oh, the cook's still in the house, pal.
Somebody help me, please.
And the cook is dead with a knife sticking out of her back, pal. Remember earlier, who was holding the knife?
Explain yourself, Wadsworth. Me? Why me? Who would want to kill the cook?
It was not that.
How can you make jokes at a time like this?
It's my defense mechanism.
Some defense. If I was the killer, I would kill you next. Said him.
I said if.
There's only one admitted killer here, and it's certainly not me. It is her.
Yeah, they took it. Yeah, they took a board game and built an entire backstory around it and explained like the reason why the people are named like that. They're all pseudonyms.
Spider with flies.
Flies are when I'm most vulnerable.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see when we get to the endings, pal. I think this one has all three endings.
Before I pay them, so I say, I don't know. But if you do stuff,
Buddy, into the study. Why?
Yeah, for real, pal.
I like to keep the kitchen tidy.
I like to keep the kitchen tidy.
Look, the body's gone.
Mr. Body's body is gone. What the fuck, pal?
what do you mean?
Nobody. Mr. Body's body, it's gone.
Maybe he wasn't dead.
He was.
We should have made sure. That's what we call for. Where is he?
We better look for him.
All speculation, pal. Dude, there's definitely some. Yeah, that's dropping the bodies like straight out of they're straight out of British comedy.
Maybe there is life after death. Life after death is improbable as sex after marriage.
Maybe Mr. Body killed the cook.
Yes.
How?
Well, if you'll excuse me, to his thing. We better. No, I just want to find out.
Yeah, powder your nose, Senator's wife.
I'm afraid those are the negatives to which Colonel must have earlier referred. Oh my God.
Are you planning to blackmail him, Wadsworth?
Certainly not. I obtained them for the Colonel, and I was going to give them back as soon as Mr. Body was unmasked.
Very pretty. Would you like to see these events? They might shock you. No, merci. I bet they. Oh, how do you know what kind of pictures they are? You're such a lady.
What sort of pictures are they? They are my pictures. I'd like them back, please.
No, I'm afraid there's something in them that concerns me too.
Let me see.
Oh, no. Nobody can get into that position.
Sure they can. Let me start.
Nobody can get in that position. Sure they can. Let me show you. Dude, Christopher Lloyd was a fucking beast in this. Man, I didn't get that joke as a kid. I do now.
certainly did now. Why do you not want to kill him twice?
Seems so unnecessary.
That's what we call overkill. What we call a psychotic. Unless he wasn't dead before. What's the difference? That's what we're trying to find out. We're trying to find out who killed him and when. What? There's no need to shout.
An attacking corpse, pal. Yeah, here's where it starts picking up with the funny shit. Dude, I said earlier, I haven't seen this movie in decades, so I have a much greater appreciation for it now. Careful, don't get blood on the sofa.
Who had access to the candlestick?
All of us. It was given to you. Yeah, but I dropped it on the table. Anyone could have picked it up. You, him.
Look, we still have all these weapons. The gun. All in this cupboard and lock it. There's a homicidal maniac about. What do you do with the key? Put it in my pocket. Why? Well, you can say, obviously.
That means that you can open it whenever you want.
But it also means that you can't.
Well, what if you're the murderer?
I'm not. But what? Oh, it's in the book somewhere. If I've got it, I know I'm safe.
We don't know that we are.
I have an idea. We'll throw it away. We're not going to.
Lock the cupboard, throw the key away. Good call, pal.
Sorry.
Oh, some random dude shows up at the house.
I didn't mean to disturb the whole household, but my car broke down out here, and I was wondering if I could use your phone. Just a minute. What's that? Would you better come in? Well, where is it? Oh, the phone. What body? But that's no body.
Or where is it? The body? What body? I'm looking for the phone. There's no body. Oh yeah, that's a bet. Yeah, that's fun later on. Dude, yeah, that's good. Yeah, dude, that's good character work. Good improv character work.
Just checking.
Everything all right?
Yep, 2 corpses, everything's fine.
Everything fine? Yep, 2 corpses, everything fine.
Yeah.
Wadsworth, am I right thinking there's nobody else in this house? No. Then there is someone else in this house. No, sorry, I said no meaning yes. No meaning yes. Look, I want a straight answer. Is there someone else, or isn't there? Yes or no? No, there is, or no, there isn't. Yes.
Don't you think we should get that man out of the house before he finds out what's been going on here?
Yeah. How do we throw him outside in this weather?
Let him stay in the house. He may get suspicious.
We throw him out, he may get even more suspicious. If I were him, I'd be suspicious already.
Oh, okay.
confusion as to whether or not there's anybody else in this house. I told you there isn't. There isn't any confusion or there isn't anybody else. Either. Oh, but just give me a clear answer. Tell me. What was the question? Is anybody else? No. For this in proper military fashion, we split up and searched the house. Split up? Yes. We have very little time left, so we'll split up into pairs. Pairs, yes. Wait. Suppose that one of us is the murderer. If we split up into pairs, whichever one of us is left with a killer might get killed. Then we would have discovered who the murderer is. But the other half of the pair would be dead. This is war, Peacock. Casualties are inevitable. You cannot take an omelet without breaking eggs. Every couple will tell you that. But what happened to the car? Colonel, are you willing to take that chance? What choice have we?
None.
What's your
Oh, Becca. But it is dark upstairs and I am frightened of the dark. Will anyone go with me?
I will. I will. No, thank you. I suggest we all draw lots for partners.
Well, how I thought it was funny though how all the straight dudes are like, yeah, I'll go with you, Yvette, and Michael McCain's character who's supposed to be gay is like, nah, I'm good.
Ready? The two shortest together. The next two shortest together. Agreed? And I suggest the two shortest search the cellar and so on up.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely no way this movie would fly today.
Sure, mate. Punch.
Like Christopher Lloyd does a great job playing that horny doctor.
Cellar.
That thinks he's charming.
The library. Strangers locked up in the lounge.
Dude, yeah, that is a really nice house.
Absolutely not.
I'm sure it's not.
You go.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Dan? Good to see you, pal. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen this movie in at least 20 years. And I'm being reminded why it's one of my favorite movies too. They did this so well in the 3 different endings. Brilliant.
What do you think? Worse than death? No, just death.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Right.
Right.
I didn't see any light switches in there.
No, neither do I, but there must be such a something.
Should I come in with you?
No. I mean, no.
This is such great casting, and everybody played off each other so well.
right behind you.
That's why I'm nervous.
Then we go together.
However, I will say in the real ending, that did kind of stay true to the Clue books, if you ever read them. To some extent, at least. Oh yeah, there's no way this movie would ever fly today. No way. Miss Martin Mull or Miss or Colonel Mustard asks, "What room is this?" Miss Scarlet says, "Search me," and he starts groping her. Right, exactly. Yeah, like, dude, no way that would ever fly today. No way. But she stood up for herself and he backed down. Yeah, pal. Whoop whoop. Uh-oh, here come the po-po, pal. So somebody is putting together all the blackmail evidence, including the recordings of the conversation, and they're being thrown into the fire. We don't know who it is. And they're unlocking the cupboard and grabbing the weapons, pal. Swerve. Swerve, bro.
I'm a little nervous. I'm in this big house, and I've been locked into the lounge. Yes. Funny thing is, there's a whole group of people here in some sort of party. One of them is my old boss.
All right, so the motorist who happened to show up said that one of the people in the party is his old boss, and all of a sudden, the person with the glove whacks him in the head with a wrench and he drops dead.
It's like a secret passage.
See what it leads.
What the hell? I'll go first. I've had a good life.
I love how they included the secret patches from the board game into the movie. Well, he's dead. All right, that collision on the staircase, that looks like something out of Home Alone 2, which makes me think that like, Tim Curry had to influence some of the creative direction in Home Alone 2. All right, so remember, a revolver has 6 bullets. 2 have been fired so far. That's 4. Dude, this movie is so good, man.
Is that the same gun? It was locked.
No, it was unlocked. But yes, it was your
And they make sure to show her throwing the gun underneath the chandelier.
I didn't. I think I would break it open, but it was open already. I like this story.
Oh, and now we got a visitor, pal.
I'm going to open it. Why? The key. You. This house. Did the driver come in here for any help by chance? No. Well, actually, yes. No. There seemed to be some kind of disagreement.
Dude, that bell, man. Well, we will find out the sexy maid's role in everything as the story progresses, pal.
In the library. Sure. Don't I know you from something? You all seem to be very anxious about something. It's a chandelier. It fell down, almost killed us. Would you like to come this way, Lisa?
Dude, agreed, lab rat. Like, the silence does such a fantastic job. Oh, same here, Reeve. I haven't seen it in decades either. Like, I know what happens, but like looking back on it, I have a much greater like appreciation for how they wrote and built, like structured and put this movie together. It was like, dude, they did a fantastic job with this, and they had a great cast to pull it off.
And who shall I say it's called?
So somebody's calling the house.
What do you mean? I just said it so you would open the door.
I just said it so you'd open the door.
And why are you receiving phone calls from Jan
Yeah, it still holds up. Dude, that's a great line in hindsight. Why is J. Edgar Hoover on your line? Well, he's on everybody else's line. Why should he be on mine? Which is, of course, a joke about government wiretapping everybody.
You can show her on the screen. Yes, you can show him the dining room, the kitchen, the ballroom.
Fine.
Dude, they even threw like subtle gay jokes in there too that were great. Here, Mr. Green, you show him around. Oh, you show him the kitchen, the dining room, the ballroom.
What's going on in those 2 rooms? Which 2 rooms?
Oh, this part is great. They try to convince the cop that people in there aren't dead.
Why not? Because it's all too shocking.
The paradise at the ball.
Shocking. These folks are just having a good time.
Dude, like this is Weekend at Bernie's before Weekend at Bernie's. They're making dead people look alive. Dude, I legit wonder if the people at Weekend at Bernie's like watched this and thought, hey, that would make a great plot. We're pretending dead people are alive.
This man's drunk. Dead drunk.
Dead right.
This man's drunk. Dead drunk. Dead right.
We'll get him a car.
A long black car.
A limousine.
We'll get him a car. A long black car. A limousine. Dude, this movie's fucking awesome.
Too late. I've seen it all. You have? Can't explain everything. You don't have to. I don't. Don't worry. There's nothing illegal about any of this. Are you sure? Of course. This is America. I see. It's a free country.
Like Wadsworth has no idea how like the rest of the party's convinced the police officer of like how everything's cool. Oh, dude, I forgot how fucking awesome this movie is. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Another secret passage, pal. From the kitchen to the lounge. Be a dream. If I could pick you up at Paradise the Ball. Someone hit the power, pal.
Hello? Hello? Shut the door. Recognize you. They must have just my face. They don't mention my body.
Hang on a minute. So we got Yvette walking into a dark room. She drops her accent. Swerve, bro. Right before the rope goes around her neck.
Hello? Are you there?
And there's a dead cop, pal. Yeah, wardrobe malfunction would not hurt, especially on the maid. Yep. Now all of a sudden we got a singing telegram girl who shows up and gets shot. Wow, so much happening at once, and then they spend the next portion of the movie explaining everything that just happened. Nah, that's definitely not the tip she wanted, pal. That's all good. It happens. Let's see, where are we at? We are at 106.35, pal. Everybody gathering on the ground floor by the staircase, where they find Yvette dead in the billiard room with a rope around her neck. And the cop dead in the library after being struck in the head with the pipe. Oh yeah, it's about to pick up, pal. Long story short, too late.
I heard him shot. I thought I heard a gun.
I thought it out. I heard the front door slam.
Okay. Murder must have run out. Three murders. 6 altogether. It's getting serious.
And they just leave her out there.
Very well. I know who did it. You. Furthermore, I can tell you how it was all done. Follow me.
Oh, here. Wadsworth's entire explanation of the events of the evening is brilliant.
At the start of the evening, Yvette was here by herself.
Oh, dude, yeah, the way Wadsworth lays out the entire evening was, oh, dude. This was Tim. I think this was Tim Curry's one of the best things he ever did.
And I recognize you as Colonel Mustard. I remember you telling me your real name, so I didn't want any of you to use any name other than your pseudonym. I introduced myself to you as the butler, and I ran across the whole of the library.
He does a speed run through the entire evening. It's so great the way he does this. This is how you see how great Tim Curry is.
Then there was a rumble of thunder
And a crash of lightning. And then and the way they add the music at the right time is, dude, they did, dude, everything on this movie just clicked. Dude, yeah, like yeah, they just nailed, hammer on nail, everything with this one. Great writing, great production, fantastic casting.
But if so, why was Mr. Body pretending to be dead? If anything, realized that the scheme had misfired, and the gunshot was intended to kill him, not me. Look, the bullet grazed his ear, letting his best have escaped death. He's dead already, so whoever grabbed the gun from me in the dark was trying to kill him. But remember what happened next. Mrs. Nicole took a drink. She screamed.
No, you don't got to remake shit. Re-release it as is. Like, dude, like Tim Curry's recreation of the evening's events is so damn fucking great. Dude, I'm so glad I picked this for HMG After Dark. And stab the cook, and he sticks a knife in a chicken hanging in the freezer.
This house belongs to a friend of mine I've known all along. So you could be the murderer? Don't be ridiculous. If I was the murderer, why would I reveal to you how I did it? Well, who else knew about the secret passage?
We found it. Colonel Mustard and me.
You found it. You could have known about it all the time.
But I didn't. So why should we believe you?
Because she was with us all in the billiard room doorway while Yvette was screaming. Don't you remember?
But what I don't understand is why was the cook murdered? She had nothing to do with Mr. Body.
Of course she did.
Dude, this would be great if TK like adopted like Wadsworth and was that on TV. Dude, that would be, oh, bro.
And Yvette, no, that's how he got all his information. Before he could blackmail anyone, Mr. Body had to discover their guilty secret. The cook and Yvette were his accomplices. See?
So big reveal there. Yvette and the cook were the ones who provided Mr. Body with the information he needed to blackmail the main characters.
That the cook had worked for one of you. You recognize Yvette, didn't you? Don't deny it.
What do you mean, don't deny it? I'm not denying anything.
Another denial.
Oh, right, it's true. I knew Yvette. My husband had an affair with her, but I didn't care. I wasn't.
You knew Yvette too, didn't you?
Yes, she worked for me.
And you also knew her, sir. We've already established that you were one of Miss Scarlett's clients. That's why you were so desperate to get your hands on those negatives. Photographs of you and Yvette in flagrante delicto, remember?
Dude, like here, like that's good writing right there. So Mrs. White's husband was sleeping with Yvette because Yvette was because Yvette is a prostitute who was working for Miss Scarlett. Mrs. White's husband was one of her clients, and Colonel Mustard was also one of her clients. That connects all three of those characters. Good fucking writing, pal.
Well, where is he?
Dude, like this is what sold me on Tim Curry. He made fun of, like he pretended like he was the dead cook and fell into Mr. Green's arms. Like, dude. So, yeah, dude, such good stuff, man. Such good stuff. Will you stop that? No. Dude, this movie is so good, man.
We were all in a huddle. Any one of us could have done that. Precisely. Wait a minute. Colonel Mustard has a top secret Pentagon job. Mrs. White's husband was a nuclear physicist. He found the link between them. What is your top secret job, Colonel? I can tell you. He's working on the secret of the next fusion bomb. How did you know that? Can you keep a secret? Yes, so can I.
Is the plot between them Wadsworth, or did Colonel Mustard do it alone?
We shall see. Yeah, bad luck that that motorist arrived at that moment. It wasn't luck. I invited him.
You did?
Of course, it's obvious. Everyone here tonight was either Mr. Body's victim or accomplice. Everyone who has died gave him vital information about one of you. I got them here so they give evidence against him and force him to confess.
Yeah? What about that motorist? What kind of information did he have?
He was my driver during the war.
Woo! Now you get some backstory on Colonel Mustard, pal.
I stole essential Air Force radio parts. I sold them. Black market. That is how I made all my money. That does not make me a murderer.
Well, none of our airmen died because their radios didn't work. Was the policeman working for Mr. Body, too?
The cop was from Washington. He was on my payroll. I bribed him once a week so I could carry on with business. Mr. Body found out somehow.
God.
And the singing telegram girl? She was my patient once. Affair with her. I lost my license. Mr. Body found that out too.
Woo! So that a lot to take in right there for all the 3 murders that just happened. The motorist who was killed by the wrench was Colonel Mustard's driver during the war, during World War II, and he was the one who snitched to Mr. Body that Colonel Mustard was stealing vital radio parts and selling them on the black market to make his money. The cop was someone who Miss Scarlet was bribing so she could keep running her brothel. And the singing telegram girl was the woman, was Professor Flum's patient that he had an affair with that caused him to lose his license.
Where's the envelope now?
Dude, like this is how you write. This is great writing. And now all of a sudden, all the evidence is found in the fireplace, burnt to a crisp. Dude, no, absolutely not. Like, I have such a, like, I haven't watched this movie in at least 2 decades. I have such a greater appreciation for it and its writing now than I did back then because it's so fucking amazing. All right, so it's a religious cultist fanatic. He plays a role later on, as we'll see. Too late.
So which of us killed them?
None of us killed Mr. Body or the cook. Oh, who? The one person who wasn't with us. Get that? Was in the billiard room listening to our conversation. She heard the gunshot. She thought he was dead. And while we all examined the bullet hole, she crept into the study, picked up the dagger, ran to the kitchen, and stabbed the cook. We didn't hear the cook scream because Mrs. Peacock was screaming about the poison brandy. Then Yvette returned to the billiard room. She screamed, and we all ran to her. But when did she kill Mr. Bond? When set. We already.
Dude, such great writing, man.
He got up and followed them down the hall, so she hit him on the head with a candlestick and dragged him to the toilet.
Why?
To create confusion.
It worked.
Why did he do it? Was it because she was acting under orders from the person who later killed her? Was it one of her clients? Or was it a jealous wife?
All right, so we're seeing one of the endings right now.
It was her name from Miss Garth.
That's a lot.
This is ending A, I think we're seeing right now,
Always used her.
where Miss Scarlet is the mastermind.
I've known about the secret passage.
Invented. So when we split up again, you switched off the electricity. It was easy for you here on the ground floor. Then, in the dark, you got the lead pipe and the rope, strangled Yvette, ran to the library, killed the cop, picked up the gun where Yvette dropped it, opened the front door, recognized the singing telegram from her photograph, and shot her.
You've no proof.
The gun is missing. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses. Whoever has the gun is the murderer.
Brilliantly worked out, Wadsworth. I congratulate you.
Me too.
Shut up.
Now, there's one thing I don't understand. One thing? Why did you do it? Half of Washington knows what kind of business you run. You were in no real danger. The whole town would be implicated if you were exposed.
I don't think they know my real business. Huh. My business is secrets. And Yvette found them out for me. The secrets of Senator Peacock's defense committee, of Colonel Mustard's fusion bomb, Professor Plum's UN contacts, and the work of your husband, nuclear physicist.
So, it is political. You're a communist.
No, Mr. Green. Communism is just a red herring. Like all members of the oldest profession, I'm a capitalist. And I'm going to your secrets to the highest bidder.
What if we don't cooperate?
You will, or I'll expose you.
We could expose you. 6 murders?
I hardly think it will enhance your reputation at the UN, Professor Plum, if it's revealed that you have been implicated not only in adultery with one of your patients, but in her death. And the deaths of 5 other people.
You don't know what kind of people they have in the UN. I might go up in their estimation. And it's no good.
Dude, like, he just flat out said failing up where he said, yeah, you reveal that, I might get a promotion in the UN.
You, Watson. You, as a mere butler, have no access to government secrets. So, I'm afraid your moment has come.
Not so.
Dude, yeah, she does. She seems like a villain. Like, if Sigourney Weaver was a villain, this is who she'd be.
Fall for that old trick.
It's not a trick. There was 1 shot of Mr. Body in the study, 2 for the chandelier, 2 at the lounge door, and 1 for the singing telegram.
That's not 6.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
There was only 1 shot that got the chandelier. That's 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Even if you were right, that would be 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, not 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Okay, fine. 1 plus 2 plus 1. Shut up!
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 blah, 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 blah. Shut up! Again, we're watching ending A. Yeah, Steiner math, pal. Dude, she is good. She really is good.
I did warn you, my dear. Mr. Hoover is an expert on it.
Don't hate me for trying to shoot you.
Frankly, Scarlett, I didn't give a damn. As I was trying to tell you, there are no bullets left in this gun, you see? What was 2?
That's how it could have happened. Ending A. But how about this? Yeah, the Lord saves the day again, pal. Ending B, Mrs. Peacock killed everyone.
Remember your fatal mistake. You told us at dinner that we were eating one of your favorite recipes, and monkey's brains, though popular in Cantonese cuisine, are not often to be found in Washington, D.C. That's what we ate.
Michael McCain. Monkey's brains. Wait, is that what we ate? Bleh.
It was just a red herring. Mrs. Peacock did it all.
There's no proof.
Well, the gun is missing. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses. Gun is the murderer.
Very well. What do you...
Dude, yeah, for real. It's those little details, man, that make it so much more.
I'll eat first. You don't mind.
Yes. In fact, we all owe you a vote of thanks. For she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow.
Yeah, this is ending B.
I told you I didn't do it. But what if the authorities find out what happened? The FBI will take care of that. You mean my friend, Mr. Hoover? I worked for him, of course. How else could I have known everything about you all? There's still one thing I don't understand.
One thing.
Who was Mrs. Peacock taking bribes from? A foreign power. Her husband, the senator, has influence over defense contracts. Is there going to be a cover-up? Isn't that in the public interest? What could be gained by exposure? Well, is the FBI in the habit of cleaning up after multiple murder? Yes. Why do you think it's run by a man called Hoover?
And in ending B, it turns out Wardlow was actually an undercover FBI, or not Wardlow. Wadsworth is actually an undercover FBI agent who brought everybody together to get all this taken care of.
See, like the Nazis, we always get our man. Mrs. Peacock was a man.
But here's what really happened. Ending C.
Sorry, didn't mean to frighten anyone.
Dude, that slap was so well done.
Consider each murder one by one. Remember, Pop, you knew that Mr. Body was still alive. Even psychiatrists can tell the difference between patients who are alive or dead. You find him and missed him. So you pretended he was dead. That's how you were able to kill him later unobserved.
That's right. He was the missing person in the kitchen after we found him dead.
But he was with us in the billiard room when we found Yvette's
Flames?
Book was killed. How did he do it?
Flames?
You don't expect us to believe, do you?
I expect you to kill the cook. She used to be your cook, and she informed on you to Mr. Body. You made one fatal mistake.
Dude, they look like they had, like, just from the acting, they look like they had fun shooting this.
And monkey's brain, so popular in Cantonese cuisine, are not often to be found in Washington, D.C. When we saw the motorist at the front door, you took the weapons covered out of my pocket. Then you suggested that we all split up. You separated from Miss Scarlett, crossed the hall, opened the cupboard, took the wrench, ran to the conservatory, entered the lounge through the secret passage, killed the motorist with a blow on the head. Like that! Stairs with you. Yes, you, Miss White. While I was in the master bedroom, you hurried downstairs and turned off the electricity. Got the rope from the
affected. I killed Vivian. I hated her so much. It flames on the side of my face, breathing, heaving breath.
But why? In the billiard room, Miss Scarlet seized the opportunity and undercover down stopped the line.
They're all killers, pal. The flames, pal. Flames out of the side of the face.
Well, there's nobody else left. Missing. Whoever's got the gun shot. So it was you. I was going to expose you. I know. So I choose to expose myself. Please, there are ladies present.
Dude, that's such a great line. I was going to expose you. Yes, but I chose to expose myself. Please, there are ladies present.
My butler.
So Swerve Wadsworth is actually Mr. Body.
All of you. I'm grateful for disposing of my network of spies and informers. Saved me a lot of trouble. Now there's no evidence against me.
This all has nothing to do with my disappearing nuclear physicist husband or Colonel Mustard's work with the new top secret fusion bomb.
No. Communism was just a red herring. But the police will be here any minute. You'll never get away with this interview. Why should the police come? Nobody's called.
You mean, oh my God, of course.
So why shouldn't we get away with it? We'll stack the bodies in the cellar, lock it, leave quietly one at a time, and forget that any of this ever happened. And you'll just go on blackmailing us all. Of course. Why not? Well, I'll tell you why not.
Mr. Green with a revolver shooting Mr. Body / Wadsworth. Swerve, bro. Big swerve, bro. Yeah, bang, bang, pal.
No, plan.
Plant? I thought men like you usually called it fruit.
Very funny. FBI. That phone call from J. Edgar Hoover was for me. I told you I didn't do it.
Swerve, bro. Michael McCain was actually an FBI informant the entire time. Mr. Green was actually with the U.S. federal government.
Want to know who killed Mr. Body? I did. In the hall. With the revolver. Okay, Chief, take him away. I'm going to go home and sleep with my wife.
Right, the biggest swerve, like where Mr. Green really wasn't gay. He actually was like a plant there to get everybody caught up and arrested. Yep, I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife, pal. And they have the clue cards for like for the credits and characters. Shake, rattle, and roll, pal. Dude, such a great movie, man. And I'm so glad I got to watch it and experience it with you guys. It was very much a pleasure. Thank you so much. See what's our schedule for this week. Tomorrow we got Monday Locker Room, Raw Watch Along, Impact Attack. We will catch you there, guys. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your weekend. It was a pleasure, a privilege, and so enjoyable to spend this night with you guys. Dude, I'd pop for that if they made that the next Dynamite theme song. Yeah, man, this was fun. Yeah, much love to you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Always enjoy hanging out with you. Whoop, whoop. Hit that like button, yeah, pal. Whoop, whoop. Giggity, giggity. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, pal.